Wanna be Chitimus here. Since this month I'm doing my reviews for February films, here is my review for the 2012 film Chronicle. Now there's been like comic movies that got released in February. I mean obviously most notably Deadpool, Black Panther got released in February. But to me maybe the best superhero film in general to get a February release is not even based on a comic book. It is 2012's Chronicle. Now Chronicle, yes, it is. It was directed by Josh Trank, the same guy who gave us the not-so-good Fantastic Four movie. And to be honest, Josh Trank doing this movie so made me more disappointed with his Fantastic Four film. I mean, when Josh Trank was first announced to do that Fantastic Four movie, I'm like, okay, he did a great job with Chronicle. I think he could do a great job with a Fantastic Four film. Then Fantastic Four came out, and we saw how that turned out. It's such a shame that how Josh Trank went from a really good film like this to a not so good film like Chronicle. So, I mean, heck, he was even supposed to direct a Star Wars movie at one point, but that never really came to fruition. I think it was supposed to be a Boba Fett film. I can't remember the actual Star Wars film he was attached to, but anyway, Chronicle, I guess you say it had a bit of Fantastic Four vibe, which, you know, why they decided to choose Josh Trank to do Fantastic Four. You know, here you've got Andrew, played by Dane DeHaan, who's, of course, no stranger to the comic world, because about 2 years after this movie came out, he ended up playing Harry Osborn in Amazing Spider-Man 2. And so, anyway, here you got Dane DeHaan, who plays Andrew, who is a socially awkward teen, whose main form of escape and expression is a video camera here. And so he begins to, so things begin to change when Andrew, his cousin Matt, played by Alex Russell, and speaking of Black Panther, their Papa classmate Steve, played by Michael B. Jordan, before he became the big guy we knew him now. I mean, you know, of course, before he did stuff like Black Panther, before he did stuff like Creed, he had a really interesting, he had a bit of a breakthrough with a film like Chronicle. And so, anyway, so here they're come back from somewhere, and they discover this mysterious substance that leaves them, that pretty much leaves them with incredible superpowers. And so their abilities become more powerful as their lives, you know, spin out of control when Andrew's darker side begins to emerge. I mean, Andrew's camera, of course, captures unfolding events here. This movie was... I love this film. I remember watching this film when it got released in theaters back in 2012. One of the most fun films I had. I mean, of course, it was found footage, and at the time, you know, found footage was getting a bit of a miss. I mean, you know, with the horror genre and whatnot. But Chronicle was a movie that really showed that you could do found footage without the need of horror. And 2012 was a pretty cool year for found footage, like non-horror found footage films, by the way. You know, of course, in February we got Chronicle. Then a month after we had Project X. So, really cool year for found footage movies that are not horror related. But it is always really cool to see them try their angle to do found footage without the need of horror. You know, we also seen that with Project Almanac, which worked out pretty well. But that aside, Chronicle is loads of fun. It's entertaining. The ending kind of teased up a sequel, but we still never got to see a sequel. Josh Trank, if you're watching any of these videos, where the heck is that Chronicle sequel? We've been waiting for that thing for years. I know poor Josh Trank had a not so great thing with Fantastic Four. I mean, he also did that Capone movie with Tom Hardy, which didn't work out so well. But man, I would love to see another Chronicle. You know, the film's been out since 2012 and still no sequel. I would love to see another take on Chronicle. Whether Josh Trank returns to direct or not, that has to be seen. Of course, it was also scripted by Max Landis, who did a pretty good job with the script. But man, I so much want to see a Chronicle 2. I really don't. I mean, the film did pretty well when it got released too. Let me pull up the box office. It made about $126.6 million. Did pretty well in the box office, so why don't we still have a sequel is still beyond me. But I don't know, maybe they'll surprise us and we could get a sequel in the future. That's always a possibility. Anyway, let me lead you guys. What were your thoughts on Chronicles? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Are you still hoping we get a sequel to it? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Movie Sign.